We have a lot of fun with positive parenting here at Live on Purpose TV. Today, how to raise a confident child. Okay, parents, you're probably getting used to this by now, but I've got to remind all of us of what our job is as parents. If you've watched a few of these videos already, you already know. It's to love them no matter what, and even if. Love them. Your job as a parent is to love your kids. Can I be any more painfully clear about that? That is so important because all of these strategies and tips that I share with you are nothing more than manipulation if we lose sight of that primary job. You with me on this? Love them no matter what and even if. Now, because we love them, we want them to have a more excellent experience, right? To experience joy and happiness in their own lives. And to do that, they need to know a few things. What if we could help them to be more confident? Now remember, your job isn't to make sure that they're more confident, but because you love them, you would also love it if they were more confident, right? Because their life gets to rock more. And it'll bless your life too, but that's not why we're doing it. How do you raise a confident child? How do you increase or boost the confidence that your child has? I'm going to suggest 4 steps. I originally heard about these 4 steps from Foster Cline and Jim Fay. You might recognize those names as the authors of Parenting with Love and Logic, one of those basic parenting books that I think is a classic, and I highly recommend it. And these 4 steps have been adapted from what Cline and Fay taught in that Love and Logic approach, with a few little Dr. Paul enhancements. Now let's take a look at step number 1. Step number 1, you're going to give your child a task that they can handle. How can you tell if your child can handle a task? Now, do you see what this has to do with confidence? Because they might not know if they can actually handle any particular task. And you might have a different understanding of that as a parent too. Most of the things that we want them to do, they haven't yet mastered the skill for. Okay, so we've got a little mismatch here in what people are thinking about who can handle what. So we're going to accelerate this with a little test. It's just a mental test, so run it through your own mind. What if you were to ask yourself, okay, if I took away the motivation factor, is the ability there? That's what I mean by can they handle it, okay? A task that they can handle. The 5K test is a really good way to get to this. It's where you ask in your own mind, hey, if I offered my kid $5,000 to do what I just asked him to do, would it happen? See how useful? I'm not saying you should offer your kid $5,000. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying you run this test through your own mind. If I offered him $5,000, would it happen? And that way we're getting past the motivation issues and into the can they handle this thing. Okay? Give them a task that they can handle. Again, toward building confidence. Step 2. Once you give them the task, of course, you're going to hope that they... here's where I throw a little wrench into things. You're going to hope that they blow it. Disclaimer. I don't want your kids to fail any more than you do. That's why I use the word blow it, because we're not saying hope that they fail. We're saying hope that they have a significant opportunity to learn something. Think about your own life, for example. Where have you learned your greatest lessons? Honestly, take a little inventory and see. It's from your mistakes, isn't it? Yeah, me too. That's because our mistakes carry a powerful energy for learning stuff. And if we want our kids to learn confidence, how are they going to do that? They're going to learn it through this process, okay? Just like you did. So we're going to hope that they blow it. Now, this does a couple of things psychologically. Think about it. As a parent, if you hope that they blow it, will you remind them? No, that goes against what you're hoping for. Besides, we call it reminding. They call it something else, don't they? Nagging, writing me, getting on my case. Doesn't work. So we're going to back off, hope that they blow it. Now, the other thing this does for you as a parent is it allows you to keep smiling. And I've found that when parents are smiling, kids are thinking. There's an interesting correlation there. Because they're wondering what you're up to, right? And we want to invite them to think, not fight. Think, not fight. Put that in your notes somewhere. So we back off. We're going to hope that they blow it. Don't worry, we got 2 more steps. Here we go. Every choice has a consequence. The better my choices, the better my consequences. Step 3 is where we let consequences do the teaching. Now there's an emotional component here too that we have to address. Normally, when your kids blow it, what kind of emotional energy do you bring to that? Yeah, you know, don't you? It's like, oh, if you would just listen to me, this wouldn't happen next time. It's okay. No, as a parent, remember, you were kind of hoping for this. So when they blow it, you're like, oh, good. Why? Because they get to learn something. And have you noticed that the price tag for your kids learning something, it's going up every day. It doesn't get any cheaper. Earlier is not an option, and later is just more expensive. So how about right now? That'd be good, wouldn't it? That's when we want them to learn something. It's the lowest cost. So you allow the consequences to fall, all right? And you step up with an empathic, loving response to your child because they're going to be hurting right about now. And normally what happens is we don't really want our kids to have that consequence. While we're building confidence in our children, sometimes we want to take away that consequence from them, but then we feel a little guilty as parents because we realize at some level we just stole a learning opportunity from them, so we bawl them out and bail them out. This is the old 3 R's of parenting. Rant, rave, and rescue. Doesn't work. But we go there because we don't really want our kids to have a consequence. It's not about you. Don't steal this from your child. Allow the consequence to happen, and then you respond in a loving and empathic and compassionate way. Okay? Connect with how they're feeling. No I told you so's. No bawl them out and bail them out. Let consequences and empathy help you to teach the confidence. And now we go to step 4. Isn't this brilliant? You give them the same challenge again. This is where you send a powerful, empowering message as a parent that, hey, you are smart enough. You are observant enough. You are brilliant enough to learn from your significant learning opportunities in a way that allows you to get this. Let's try it again. See, if you bawl them out and bail them out, you're sending a whole different message. What you're really saying is, hey, you're probably too stupid to do this. I guess I'll just have to take care of it for you. No, that's not really what we want them to learn, is it? And so in building confidence, they get to face this thing knowing that you, as their parent, have full confidence that they can do it. That confidence will model for them the kind of confidence that we're trying to build in them. 4 steps. Give it a try, see what happens. Pretty simple, right? Love and discipline. And there's a lot of tips that go along with that. Tune into the playlist also for positive parenting. You'll find a lot of resources there.